ladies and gentlemen, my name is Potato Chief, and welcome to my late Money in the Bank 2018 review. So it's a couple of days late. I do apologise. I was going to do it sooner. Got a bit preoccupied with other stuff. Plus, I'm still kind of burnt out from E3. Doing all the E3 coverage for you guys. So I do apologise. But here is my review. We got a couple of things to get through. So let's just get on with the show. Out of the 10 matches... 10. Out of the 10 matches, there was no title ninja. And I also got 7 out of 10 correct. So I got the majority of the show correct, predictions-wise. Only ones I got wrong were the 2 ladder matches and the women's SmackDown title match, even though I kind of got that right. I'll explain more when I get to that in the review. SSVR Masters was one of the people who commented below in the video, and he got 4 out of 10. So it's okay, SSVR Masters, you'll get it next time. So it was a bit of a weird one to call. I happened to get a lot of it right, though, so yay. Yeah, so we started off... So we started off with the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Bludgeon Brothers is the club, essentially. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. It was pretty predictable. Bludgeon Brothers won. That was my lock of the night, and I called it, so there you go. Then we have Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. So it was a quick squash match for Bobby Lashley. We later learned that Sami Zayn has been working through an injury. I believe it was a shoulder injury. So he's been working through an injury for the last couple of weeks, last couple of months. And he is now out of action for the rest of the year, apparently. So, poor Sami Zayn, I hope you get well soon, mate. One of my favourite wrestlers, so it is sad to see him being put on the shelf. Hopefully he'll be okay, and we'll be back sooner rather than later. Then we had Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Daniel Bryan getting his second win. Big Cass getting his release. I didn't realise this match was a loser leaves the show kind of match. I don't know. They just fired him. I don't know what's happened. They're still not really being clear what's happened. There's been a lot of rumors go around. I don't want to repeat rumors to you guys, so I'm not even going to go into detail. But if you want to find out what happened to Big Cass, just look around. I'm really not clear on why he's been released, but we'll probably find out in the next couple of weeks. Then it was the train wreck match. Just if you thought the show was going well, we had to chuck a little spanner in the works. We had to mess it up a little bit. We had the train wreck. We had one of the most hated wrestlers by the hardcore fans, Roman Reigns, versus one of the most hated wrestlers, period, Jinder Mahal. So I actually like Jinder Mahal, and it's 1.2 billion people of India. But I don't know who they thought. I don't know what they were thinking. What were WWE thinking? You had Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe at Backlash, and people were walking out filled in. People were not interested. And people like Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is popular. So what do you think was going to happen with Jinder Mahal? I don't understand. I guess you thought Jinder Mahal was so hated that the people would like Roman Reigns. What you don't seem to grasp, WWE, is people are not going to like Roman Reigns because they hate someone else. They're just going to be indifferent and don't care. A lot of fans don't like Roman Reigns. I personally think he's a good wrestler. He seems like a nice bloke. Decent wrestler, good promo. But he's just been written poorly by the people backstage. The people backstage need to look at themselves in the mirror. They've botched this character up. They messed up Roman Reigns, and I don't know what they've done, and I don't know how they're going to fix it. Usually I would say turn him heel, but even that I'm not sure would fix the Roman Reigns problem. I feel like I talk about this every single week, every episode. Every time I see Roman Reigns on the screen, I have to go through, oh, the fans don't like him, but the backstage like him. It's a complicated issue. I'm just hoping that eventually this will get resolved. But this is not the way to do it. Putting him against Jinder Mahal was not a good idea, and it shows. The Chicago town, Chicago town, not the pizza. The town of Chicago turned against this match. So it's sad, but that's just what happened. Then we had probably the best singles match of the whole show, Seth Rollins versus Elias. Great match, obviously. Monday Night Rollins, showing how great he is as an Intercontinental Champion. And then losing it to Dolph Ziggler on Monday. I don't understand that one. Why would you have him retain against Elias and then just drop it on the Monday unless you don't want Elias to be champion for some reason? It's a very odd Very odd situation. I don't know what happened there. It was very strange, but yeah. Good job. It was a good match, though. Very enjoyable. So we'll just stick with that. Then we have the. This is not necessarily in order, by the way. I'm trying to. I just put it in the order that I had it. So we have women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Ember Moon versus Charlotte versus Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch versus Natalya versus Naomi, I think. And there's probably Alana and Sasha. Yeah. So. I predicted that Natalya was going to win this one because I thought there'd be a Raw woman winning the briefcase, and I thought there'd be a heel turn, and I thought there'd be a cash-in or Ronda Rousey. I got the majority of that right. I just picked the wrong woman. It was Alexa Bliss who won it. Alexa Bliss won it, and as we all know, she cashed it in on Nia Jax by beating up Ronda Rousey and costing Ronda Rousey the match. I said that Ronda Rousey would win the match and then someone would cash in on her, but she won the match by DQ and then someone cashed in on Nia Jax. So I was kind of right, but kind of wrong. So there you go. That's that. Then we also have the SmackDown Women's Championship, which was a bit of a confusing one. I kind of got it right, kind of got it wrong. I said Carmella was leaving with that championship belt. I said she was going to leave with the title, and it was going to be some kind of weird finish. And it was. But what I also said was Asuka was going to win by DQ or count out. She did not. She got rolled up by a distraction. So it was a dirty finish. It was a cheating, kind of an opportunist finish for Carmella. And James Ellsworth returned, so that was interesting. We all knew James Ellsworth was coming back because of all the rumors, but it was interesting to see nonetheless. And then we get the WWE title match, which was probably the most upset I was of the whole night, which was AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. AJ Styles is one of my favorite wrestlers. So is Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura faced Jinder Mahal twice and lost both times. Shinsuke Nakamura faced AJ Styles 4 times for the WWE Championship and lost. He has had so many title matches, and you've not given him the bloody title. Why, WWE? AJ Styles is one of my favorite wrestlers, but Shinsuke Nakamura needed a run with that title. He needs a WWE title run because he's just making him look so weak, and he doesn't look like a threat to the title because he's never won it. He can't, for some reason, Nakamura can't win the big one. He can't win the title. It was very weird, and it kind of annoyed me. Hopefully he'll come back around and he'll get another title shot eventually, and eventually win that bloody thing. It looks like he's moving into the US title scene, so Shinsuke Nakamura with the US title would be pretty sweet, but if he ends up losing to Jeff Hardy 3 to 4 times, then where does he live? Then would you leave him? I mean, it baffled me. It really baffled me, because I thought Shinsuke needed that win, and he still didn't win it. As I said, I think AJ Styles is great and he's a good face for SmackDown, but I feel like you could have given Nakamura the title for like a month, 2 months. You could have had Nakamura win it here and have AJ chase him till SummerSlam and then win it back at SummerSlam. You could have given Nakamura a 2-month title reign. Who would that have hurt? Granted, you get Rusev versus AJ Styles at Extreme Rules, which would be fun. It should be a really good match, but it was. I still don't get it. But there you go. That's just me. Maybe I'm just naive. And then that leaves us to our final match, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I thought Samoa Joe was going to win. He didn't. Braun Strowman won. So Braun Strowman, I feel like, was the only person in this match who didn't need the briefcase. Braun Strowman could just win the championship at any second. He doesn't really need a briefcase. He is the most over guy in the company. He is. If you had like a power rankings, he would be number 1 always. Like, no one could beat Braun Strowman. That's kind of the thing in WWE. So he doesn't need the briefcase. He doesn't need to cash in. He doesn't need to be an opportunist. However, I'm happy for the guy because he deserves it. Because as much as how dominant Braun Strowman has been, he's not won a singles title. He's won the tag championships. He's not won the Intercontinental Championship. He's not won the Universal Championship. Not won the WWE Championship. The Intercontinental Championship. He deserves some kind of title. He won the Greatest Royal Rumble. This is another thing on his belt. The Money in the Bank briefcase. I'm just giving the Universal title already. That's all I want. That's all I want is Braun Strowman with that title. That's all I want is Braun Strowman to be a dominant champion for like 600 days. I would be happy with that. But there you go. I thought it was a weird choice. That's all I thought it was. I'm happy with the choice, but I thought it was a weird one. As I said, I feel like Finn Balor, The Miz, Samoa Joe, Rusev, New Day, so many of these guys could have used the briefcase a lot more efficiently, but there you go. Anyway, what do you guys think? That was a bit of a ramble. I lasted 10 minutes. I thought this would be a quick one, but it kind of dragged. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to give this a 3.5 stars. I was going to give it 4 stars, but knocked it down by half star because of the Jinder Mahal versus Roman Reigns match. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, too sweet. Later, guys.
Join Potato Club today and too sweet that subscribe button.